Well, joining me now is Sir Adam Thompson, the Director of the European Leadership Network and former UK Permanent Representative to NATO. Welcome to the programme. Great to have you with us. Now, as you know, we've not long heard from US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who mentioned that the US has then delivered that requested written response to Russia. Blinken saying that the door is open for more diplomacy. But I want to ask you, based on your experience, who has the upper hand right now? Is it Russia? Is it the West?
I would say, looking at the situation, that Russia still has the West on the back foot. It's taken rather outrageous Russian behavior, a gun to Ukraine's head, to get the West's attention for Russia's long-standing concerns about NATO expansion, and it's working. The West is just beginning to put in place a competent but still unimaginative response. The diplomacy is fluid, and I think that both the United States and NATO could be much more on the front foot than they currently are. All we've heard from Antony Blinken is a willingness to talk about missiles and about troop presence and exercises. There's so much more we could do, I believe, to try to make Russia an easier neighbor for the rest of us in Europe.
Like what? How does the West get then on the front foot?
Well, we see major NATO concerns about Russian exercising, and all we're hearing from NATO is a willingness to talk about mutual restrictions on exercising. We have Russian occupation of parts of Georgia, of Moldova, and of Ukraine, and we have not heard Western proposals for how Russia might step back if it really wants NATO to be restrained about its expansion. I think both in terms of diplomatic positioning and in terms of substance, there is more to look for. And perhaps the most imaginative work at the moment being offered is President Macron, who is talking about a roadmap to de-escalation. That sounds at least more structured and considered than the rather piecemeal subject list that you've heard Jens Stoltenberg and Antony Blinken offering.